Far below the surface of the ocean, beyond the reach of sunlight, beyond the last traces of warmth, there is a realm where life should not exist. Here, the water is cold enough to numb flesh within minutes. The pressure is strong enough to crush steel. And the oxygen is so scarce that most animals would suffocate before they could take a second breath. Yet in this hostile darkness, something drifts. It moves slowly, almost effortlessly, as if the ocean itself is carrying it. Its body is small and fragile. Its skin is the color of dried blood. Its arms trail behind it, connected by a cloak of living tissue that folds and ripples with the current. Two enormous eyes glow faintly blue. This is the vampire squid. Its name suggests violence. Its appearance suggests something unnatural, but its true story is far stranger and far more ancient than the myths it inspired. The vampire squid is not a monster born of darkness. It is a survivor of deep time. To understand this creature, we must descend into the oxygen minimum zone, a layer of the ocean that stretches between roughly 600 and 900 meters below the surface. Here, oxygen levels fall to near zero. Fish slow down, mussels weaken, even predators struggle to function. For most life forms, this is a dead zone. For the vampire squid, it is home. Its scientific name is Vampiroteuthis infernalis. Translated literally, it means vampire squid from hell. The name was given in the early 20th century, when scientists first encountered preserved specimens and struggled to classify what they were seeing. It appeared to be a squid. It resembled an octopus, but it did not behave like either. Eventually, scientists realized that it belonged to neither group. It was so distinct that it was placed into its own evolutionary order, Vampiromorphidae, a lineage that split from other cephalopods hundreds of millions of years ago, long before dinosaurs walked the earth. The vampire squid represents a branch of evolution that chose endurance over aggression. While squids evolved into fast, muscular hunters and octopuses became intelligent ambush predators, the vampire squid took a different path. It slowed down. Fully grown, the vampire squid reaches a maximum length of just over 28 centimeters. Its mantle is soft and gelatinous. Its muscles are weak compared to those of true squids. It is not built to chase prey or fight predators head-on. But one feature dominates its anatomy: its eyes. Relative to its body size, the vampire squid has the largest eyes of any animal ever recorded. Each eye can reach more than 2.5 centimeters in diameter. In the darkness of the deep sea, these eyes are everything. They are capable of detecting the faintest flashes of bioluminescence. A single spark of light, created by plankton, disturbed hundreds of meters away, can be enough to alert the vampire squid to movement in the void. In a world without sunlight, vision becomes survival. Its body is covered in tiny light-producing organs called photophores. These organs are scattered across its mantle, fins, head, and arms. Unlike true squids, the vampire squid cannot rapidly change color. It lacks the muscular chromatophores needed for camouflage. Instead, it controls light. When threatened, it does not release ink. It has no ink sac. Ink would be useless in a world without light. Instead, the vampire squid releases something far stranger: a cloud of glowing mucus. This cloud is thick, sticky, and filled with countless luminous particles. It drifts through the water for several minutes, glowing softly in the darkness. To a predator, it looks as if the squid has shattered into fragments of light. Confusion follows. While the predator investigates the glowing cloud, the vampire squid slowly retreats, vanishing into the black water. This defensive display can last for nearly 10 minutes. Long enough to escape, long enough to survive. But this is only part of the vampire squid's adaptation to the deep. The oxygen minimum zone is one of the most challenging environments on the planet. Oxygen concentrations here are so low that even slow-swimming fish struggle to survive. Muscles weaken, metabolism slows, movement becomes dangerous. The vampire squid thrives here because its entire biology is designed for efficiency. Its blood uses hemocyanin, a copper-based molecule that binds oxygen far more effectively than hemoglobin in cold, oxygen-poor water. This allows the vampire squid to extract and transport oxygen with remarkable efficiency. Its metabolism is also exceptionally low. Per unit of body mass, it uses less energy than almost any other cephalopod. It does not waste energy on fast movement or aggressive behavior. Instead, it drifts. The vampire squid uses ammonium compounds within its tissues to regulate buoyancy. These compounds are slightly lighter than seawater, allowing the animal to float effortlessly without constant swimming. It does not fight the ocean. It becomes part of it. This passive lifestyle extends to its feeding behavior. Despite its terrifying name, the vampire squid does not hunt prey. It does not chase fish or ambush animals. It feeds on marine snow. Marine snow is the continuous rain of organic debris falling from the upper layers of the ocean. Dead plankton, fecal matter, decaying fragments of animals. Mucus produced by organisms near the surface. To most creatures, this is waste. To the vampire squid, it is nourishment. Hidden within the webbing between its arms are two long, sensory filaments. These filaments are not tentacles. They are unique structures found only in this species. The vampire squid extends one filament at a time, allowing it to trail gently through the water. When particles of marine snow touch the filament, the squid reels it in with slow, deliberate movements, transferring the food to its mouth. It eats patiently, silently, without struggle. This makes the vampire squid the only known cephalopod that feeds primarily on non-living organic matter. By abandoning predation, it escaped competition entirely. Movement, when necessary, is controlled with precision rather than speed. Inside its body is a highly developed statocyst, a gravity-sensing organ that allows it to maintain balance and orientation in the water column. Despite its weak muscles, the vampire squid can swim at speeds of up to 2 body lengths per second for short bursts. It uses fin propulsion for gentle movement and jet propulsion only when threatened. As it grows, its body changes dramatically. Juveniles rely more on jet propulsion, while adults develop larger fins used for steady, energy-efficient swimming. During growth, a second pair of fins forms and eventually replaces the first, completely altering how the animal moves. Few animals undergo such a transformation mid-life. When danger approaches, the vampire squid reveals one of its most unsettling behaviors. It pulls its arms and webbing up over its head, forming what researchers call the pineapple or pumpkin posture. The spiny cirri lining its arms point outward, making the animal appear larger and more difficult to swallow. At the same time, the tips of its arms may glow or flash, creating a confusing light display in the darkness. It is not an attack. It is a warning. Despite these defenses, vampire squid are still prey. Their beaks have been found in the stomachs of deep-diving whales, seals, sea lions, and large predatory fish. Even in the deep sea, survival is never guaranteed, and yet this species has endured for hundreds of millions of years. In 2015, scientists made a discovery that changed everything they thought they knew about cephalopod reproduction. Most squid and octopuses live fast and die young. They reproduce once, and then they die. But the vampire squid breaks this rule. Researchers examining preserved specimens noticed something unusual. Many females had already spawned, but they were not dying. They were not even developing new eggs. They were resting. Further investigation revealed that female vampire squids undergo multiple reproductive cycles throughout their lives. They may spawn 20 times or more, perhaps as many as 100 times over their lifetime. One female examined by researchers had already released approximately 3,800 eggs, yet still retained 6,500 viable eggs for future spawning. This is unique among cephalopods. The slow pace of life in the oxygen minimum zone seems insufficient to support one massive reproductive event. So the vampire squid returns to a resting phase after spawning, accumulating energy for the next cycle. This discovery suggests that vampire squids live much longer than other cephalopods. While shallow water squid typically live 1 to 3 years, vampire squids may live up to a decade or more. Recent genetic research revealed just how ancient the vampire squid truly is. When scientists finally sequenced its genome, they discovered that it is enormous, roughly 4 times larger than the human genome. It is the largest known cephalopod genome ever studied. Even more surprising was its structure. While modern octopuses show extensive genetic rearrangement over time, the vampire squid's chromosomes have remained largely unchanged. They closely resemble those of ancient squid-like ancestors. This suggests that the vampire squid has changed very little for hundreds of millions of years. It is, in every sense, a living fossil. Its genome offers scientists a rare glimpse into the distant past, revealing what the common ancestor of squids and octopuses may have looked like before their evolutionary paths diverged. In solving one mystery, the vampire squid revealed many others. Despite its importance, it remains one of the least understood large animals on Earth. It is rare. It is difficult to observe. It does not survive well in captivity. Most encounters occur by chance, when remotely operated vehicles catch fleeting glimpses of it drifting through the darkness. Each sighting feels almost intentional, as if the vampire squid allows itself to be seen only briefly before retreating back into the void. It does not belong to the surface world. It belongs to the deep. As human activity changes the ocean, the vampire squid faces an uncertain future. Warming temperatures, shifting oxygen levels, and deep-sea disturbances threaten the delicate balance of the oxygen minimum zone. No one knows how resilient this species truly is. Will it adapt again, as it has so many times before? Or will the changes reach even this hidden sanctuary? For now, the vampire squid endures, drifting silently, feeding on the slow snowfall of a dying surface world, watching with eyes built for eternal night. It is not a monster. It is not a predator. It is proof that survival does not always belong to the strongest or the fastest. Sometimes, survival belongs to those who learned how to disappear. If you enjoyed this journey into one of the strangest lives in the deep sea, please like and subscribe, and tell me in the comments where you are watching from.